today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now three-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
I think it's safe to say that at this point in his career, there's really nothing Mahomes hasn't accomplished by this time. 3 Super Bowl rings, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 league MVPs, a couple of All-Pro nods, and a passing title. When you lay it all out, it doesn't even sound real, especially when you consider the fact he's not even 30 years old. Now he has his sights set on being the first quarterback to three-peat. If there's anyone who can do it, it's certainly him.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's steal. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
Mahomes pass complete to Xavier Worthy. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Back deep, Ray McLeod. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So the Falcons make their way out behind their new quarterback for 2024, signed back in March, the veteran Kirk Cousins.
And coming off of an offseason where Kirk Cousins was coming back from an Achilles injury, he thought that was going to be his biggest challenge. Instead, the Falcons drafted Michael Penix out of Washington in the first round. And while that was a jolt, Kirk Cousins has a great ability to just shake things off, move forward, and let his talents come through.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. That's complete to Mooney. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Cousins to throw it. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Third and 3. Throwing is Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. About 3 yards there to the 27. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Cousins. That is caught and bulldozing his way through. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
From the 8, they've got it first and goal. Here's Cousins. Throw left side. There's London. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes you just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a rookie from UCLA. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
3rd down and 1. Trying for it with Pirine. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Mahomes now to throw. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run again here with Robinson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. To throw, Cousins. Into the hands of London. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
London moves the chains here, which is not unusual because that's something he did on over 65% of his receptions a season ago. Plenty of new pieces in place. Quarterbacks, Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix, whoever's going to throw the ball to him, he's hoping he can finally reach the 1,000-yard mark.
Cousins on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver, and it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
On first down, Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
From the 10, 1st and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Xavier Worthy from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Cousins. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Tershawn Wharton. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, here's Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. P-Ride is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They begin the drive with Robinson. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 29, here's the second down and 4. Cousins now. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his pass incomplete.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mahomes now on first down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Cousins. Able to complete this one to McLeod. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Now Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Now 2nd and 3.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
First down, here's Cousins.
Got London on a slant.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Cousins. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the 2nd half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
first down throw for Cousins. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Second and a couple.
Throwing is Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's 17-7. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And out come the Chiefs now.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's Pirine. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Third and 2.
They'll look to throw here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 43-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this down to the 36.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got the size, the hands.
The speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
That's complete, left side to Worthy.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Kelsey out in the slot right. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play fake. Cousins.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2, just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands, and yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
2nd down and 8.
Again, it's Robinson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Cousins on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They run it with Pirine on first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down and 6 now.
Pirine, draw play. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, here's Pirine. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Steele.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Avery Williams now returning it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Cousins to throw it.
That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. To throw, Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Cousins.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the air again. It's Cousins.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. So the decision to throw the flag, a good one by Andy Reid.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Cousins.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That one deep for London. And a 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Handoff here for P. Ryan.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On second down, it's Steele. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.